Okay, everybody want to get in camera view? Well, hi everybody. I'd like to welcome everybody to our second annual Goat-Palooza. Ooh, I need to stand back so I'm not in front of the camera that far. We're really excited that everybody could join us online. But we're also really happy that this is a great collaboration, not only between the San Clemente Island Goat Breeders Association, but we're very happy to have the Arapawa Goat Breeders here also. We're two small but mighty groups that both adore two amazing breeds of goats, and I really look forward to lots of collaboration in the future so that we can build not only our own communities but our populations. So I thought real quick, if people want to unmute themselves, one of the great things about Goat-Palooza is getting to know everybody, and we have so many new breeders here. And so I'll start. In case you don't know me, my name is Sarah Howell. I'm the president of the San Clemente Island Goat Breeders. Our farm herd name is Scar Bray, and we're based here in Virginia. So who else wants to go? Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Janie Riddick, and I live Chivalrous Family Farm. And we have Arapawa goats. And yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, I'll go. My name is Ken McClellan. I live in Mountain City, Tennessee, and I have San Clemente goats, island goats. I have two different strains of Spanish goats, a low country goat, and also Parton goats from Florida, Corriente cattle, and Icelandic chickens.
Yay!
Yeah.
I'm Laura Farrell, and I live here, and I'm so glad everybody is here, including you people out there in the ether. So, yeah, I just have the San Clemente Island Goats, and as far as goats go, and really love meeting new people and seeing people that I haven't seen in a while, and just sort of creating community with them. So thanks, everybody, for coming.
I'm Vicky Hyde, and we're new to goats, but we have San Clemente also.
And so everybody can see it. Katie we obviously know has a beautiful herd of goats. She has a beautiful herd of children who I'm just in love with, and we might take them home with us. She may lose a few. Yeah. Try to find out. No. Okay, Laurel, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Laurel Sherry. I have San Clemente Island Goats. I'm the vice president of the association, and I'm in California. Too far away.
Someday we will get you here.
Yes.
Let's see who else we have. Is it Kash? I'm going to slaughter your poor name. Is it Kasia? Keisha? Oh, can she unmute? I'll unmute her.
Hello.
Okay. Oh, hi, there you are. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm Jerry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. I just called in because I wanted to listen.
Oh, Jerry, I unmuted somebody else. I didn't realize you. Well, go. Do you want to? Well, say hi and introduce yourself.
Well, I think I might need to go to am I in the right spot? I don't have a picture.
You didn't dial in, but you are in the right spot. Everybody can hear you.
Oh, okay. So is Janie around there?
Yeah. She is.
Okay. Well, I'm Jerry, and we are in Montpelier, moving down to Java, and our farm is Chivalrous Family Farm, and we raise Arapawa goats and Kuni pigs, and have several breeds of rare chickens that Janie actually shows.
Awesome. She didn't tell us that. She left out that fact. Good to know.
I know. She doesn't brag on herself, but her chickens have actually won some best of breeds and those different kinds of awards in the last year.
Very cool. Becky, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Becky Bulkley. I run Moonlit Pastures Farm. I have a few San Clemente goats, and I'm in Middle Tennessee.
Awesome. And Becky didn't mention it, but she's one of the directors for the San Clemente Island Goat Breeders Association. And last we have Kayleen. Can I unmute her? Let's see. I might not be able to. Oops, I can't. Oh, maybe she walked away. I was going to say, well, also a basic.
Who's talking right now?
That's Sarah.
Oh, Sarah. Hey. So I just I won't interrupt after this, but if I choose the online meeting link, will that get me a visual?
Yes, it should.
Okay, so I'm going to hang up here and then call back in that way.
Okay, great.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, who do I now have? I'm switching around. Oh, do I have Kasia? Can you hear us? No. Well, I'll go to Caitlin, who I can't unmute. I don't know if she's sitting, but
She may have her mute on.
That's true. So Caitlin is outside of Wichita, Kansas. She raised Arapawas. She works for the Central County Zoo. They're the Rare Hair Barn. And she's the registrar, and I know she's another officer for the Arapawas, but I can't remember which. Sorry. So the other thing we always do at Goat-Palooza for San Clemente is we always announce our newest census. And I'm going to cry. Myrtle, I'm so excited we've crossed the 2,000 goat mark. Woo! It's a really big deal because, ironically, they took approximately 2,000 goats off the island. So as you can see, it's taken us 40 years to get back to this number. And I'm happy to say that I don't think we'll ever return to such a critical low again. We have such a great community. But the other great thing, an important statement about 2,000, is the 2,000 number is one of the criterion used by the Livestock Conservancy to move our goats from critical to threatened. So we're halfway there. So we now need to work on registrations. The other number they use is the number for annual registration. So
how many do you need to have?
A minimum of 200. Right. And I'm going to assume that needs to be consistent. So like, just if we have 200 this year, that's going to be at least, a year or two. Yeah. So I'm very happy about that. Well, that's all I have to say. Let's face it, we know you guys are all here to see the goats. And so I'm going to pick up the phone and let's take you on a tour. We're going to start with the Chevrolet family farm who brought their Arapawas. So come join us. I'm going to close this, so there. Okay. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me put volume up. All right. Can you guys see and hear me? Ooh, hold on. Let's see.
Is it working?
I think it's working. Okay, good. All right. So we are going to come over. And if anybody has questions, please shout them out. So, Junie, Janie, does somebody want to talk about the Arapawas? No? Oh. Well, first I'm going to give you a picture of their business card so we have it in case anybody wants to is interested in adding Arapawas. But they brought three beautiful does, and we have, what are their names?
The one in front, that is Taco, also known as Taco. The one in the middle, the smaller one, her name is Ellen, and the one behind her is named Kapua, which stands for Cloud, which was her original name.
So these are full-size Arapawas, so you can see a smaller goat. You guys said they're about the same size as a Nigerian,
just a little bit bigger.
And something I noticed today, which is really interesting, because I've never seen an Arapawa in person, and hopefully this will catch it. For San Clemente Island breeders, you guys know we have a dished face. It's really prominent when you get a side profile. If you guys look at these guys, they have Roman noses, which I think is cool, because despite having those facial stripes, it's very obvious they're not San Clementes. And obviously San Clementes are not Arapawas. And they also come in a variety of colors besides our standard shades of brown. So, for those that don't know, Arapawas are originally from New Zealand. They're on the critical list for the Livestock Conservancy. I'm trying to think what else. Can somebody type in the chat? I'm guessing Kayleen would know. What's the population in the U.S.? Do I have any? Let me see if I can get the chat. Nope, nobody's answering yet. Does anybody have questions about Arapalas? Oh, I have an apology. Oh, her connection's horrible. She's having a hard time hearing questions.
Close enough.
Do you know what the current population of Arapalas is in the United States?
The last number that I remember hearing is about 500. Of those numbers, I want to say only about 350 were registered, but I could be wrong on that.
Okay.
Because I know they don't register all of the boys.
That's understandable. And if I heard correctly, these guys are technically a dual-purpose goat, meat and dairy. So,
As dual purpose.
well, great.
That is correct.
All right.
What's the average weight?
Ordaining her hand milk.
The average weight,
One of ours
probably
is,
around,
I think
we're
about
probably around 75 to 100.
75 to 100. That's for goats.
Training.
Yeah, so she's full grown. She's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
But you guys picked her up, no problem.
Yeah. I would say.
The struggle was internal.
She looks like a 75 pound. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not too much bigger than Nigerians.
Well, cool. All right. Should we move on to San Clemente? Any other questions, comments?
Kind of like the San Clemente
They go straight back, but they start splitting wide. It's maybe not as big as the San Clemente.
No, a little bit smaller. But
Oh,
they do
great.
do the kind of the same.
Okay. Laura, where should we take everyone to next? Sure. Sounds good. Hi, say hi.
and Willow.
Hi.
We're going to go back in here if you guys want to follow us, or if you want to go, you're also welcome to go straight that way, or straight.
So,
Can't miss them. Listen to the birds.
this is Temple Hill Farm, and the Temple Hill Farm herd of San Clemente. And right now we're going to see the main doe pasture or paddock, and along with some 6 to 8 month old bucklings. Oh, I can't remember if it's goat. Oh, there. Hi. Come on, Georgie.
So these are the girls that are not breeding this year.
Are the girls supposed to have long beards like that?
Well,
Yeah, they do.
Ours got a short
and she has a little black on her horns because we just painted the fences, and she thought the tar paint would look good. She likes to wear her hair a little different ways than others.
I think it's beautiful. Good look.
Beautiful too.
Let's see.
Where did the others go? So the others,
Oh, the boy's mom.
the little one is standing behind her mom, and that was my keeper this year. So she's only 6 months old, so she's staying here with the ones who are resting.
Do you typically give does a rest, or is that for you this year?
First year I've done it, and I did it. 2 of them I did it for me, and the other one, whose little one is in there, had triplets 2 years in a row, and she just had a hard comeback. She would stay sort of anemic for a while, and she needed a rest. So did I. So I didn't. I'm just breeding 4 girls this year, and these are the 4 little boys who have stayed here. They're all also about 6.5 months old.
These are all with the weight.
These are, no, the 3 that are standing together are out of Desi, who is the darker, bigger guy from Matt Grand. Here, let me get that for you. And then the one that's closest to us is Finnegan, and he's out of my Midas.
Didn't you use this for your pigs at one point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to point out this one buckling who may not let me go. He almost has a silvering to him. I don't know. Can you guys see that? It is absolutely amazing. I mean, look at that color. I don't know of any other San Clemente with that much of that color. Love it. The other thing I want to point out is Laura's tractor here. It is a 3-sided running shed, has tires in the back, and little hooks on the side for water. And the great thing is it has handles up top. Easy to move. Eye hooks if you want to pull it up higher, maybe tow behind a tractor. So any questions, comments, thoughts? Don't see any comments. You guys are a quiet bunch this year. I just love goats with kids. Look at that.
You remember when Titus wrapped his head up because he got in trouble when he wrapped his head up?
Isn't it wonderful?
Electric fence, but it was on,
She's going to be the only one who will come up to them.
You guys are looking at 4-H'ers in the making.
And I think these 4 boys have been fun for me to watch in terms of temperament because I think there's the nature and the nurture. A lot of my kids out of one of my bucks are less likely to ever come up to you, but they're, friendly. But still, even some of them are super nice. And like Finnegan, since he was born, he's like a puppy. Maverick over here in the middle will also come up a lot, but now he's with these guys, so he's running away. The other 2 are, it's just sort of, even though they all get the same attention, they all get the same kind of treatment, just a personality thing.
Oh, cool.
And all the bucks are you're keeping, or they're going?
I have been only because I didn't really ever seek to sell them, so I probably would. Now I'm getting really attached to them. And I'm considering whether or not the tiny little one, who was the triplet, I might weather him. He just, it's probably not going to be a breeding guy, but he's so awesome. I want to let him grow a lot before I do that. Yeah. The other ones I might want to use for breeding. Yeah. But I also,
If you have a good to keep them healthy, ask them to do a vasectomy on it. It's a lot healthier for the animal.
And then you can change your mind.
Sorry?
And then you could change your mind.
Well, you
theoretically,
yeah. But he's completely.
I do have a great pet.
Yeah, they're actually more protective, when they're, whole. And so but as far as having their androgen, their estrogen, and their testosterone, it's a far healthier.
Rather than just removing everything.
Yeah.
It's a great suggestion.
Yeah.
Let's see. I keep checking back in case I get any messages. There's more of that beautiful color, that unique sort of silver gray. Very different, very different. Oh, and there's a great side profile. You can really see the dished face in these guys. Oops, goats on the run. Okay. Thank you. Well, I'm going to take you guys over to the main buck pen because Laura has a brand new tractor this year that is absolutely phenomenal, and I'm completely jealous of, and I've already written down the plans because we're going to be building.
You are getting your your high pitch done.
Exactly. So, as I'm sure many of you guys have, Laura has Georgia, her livestock guardian, hard at work. Hi, Georgia. Can you say hi? Yeah, I'll say hi if you pet me. Cool. All right. Any questions, comments, thoughts? Does anybody have a setup that's uniquely different than this, or most people do pastures and rotational grazing? Nope.
Are they the small?
In case you've never seen it, Laura's in the foothills of the Blue Ridge. Absolutely gorgeous this time of year. Well, it's pretty any time of year, but I'm biased. I will point out too, let me find one. I was going to say, if you don't have them, these are chestnuts. And I'm not going to pick them up because I'm allergic to nuts, and we don't want to watch me have to use a EpiPen. But Laura has learned that chestnuts are a favorite treat of her goats. So food for thought if people are looking for trees to plant near their pastures. You can eat them and the goats. And here is Laura's senior buck, Desi, who I love with that white belt. He is just so cool. He's 4 years old, and for size comparisons, this is 48-inch poultry netting. So you can see the two does he's with. Hopefully they will have kids in 5 months. Yeah. Okay, thanks, Laura.
We're having to do the can-can. Part of your new great association president job is can you do the can-can?
Well, no. Do you want to introduce these guys?
Sure. So we've got, this is Zinnia right here, who I think got bred this week. She looks like she did. And then Daisy, who is, I think, going into heat right now, and Desi, who is helping them with what they want to do. Half baby girl.
I also love his boots. That is so cool. Okay, here is the tractor I'm jealous of. It is, I'm going to guess, about 4x8. The cool thing is, nice solid wood all the way around. And Laura and I talked today, and she thinks she's going to add some eye hooks on either post so that she can put a cattle panel in here at last minute if she needs to pen somebody or move them, since it's movable. The other really cool thing I love about this tractor is look at, it has curtains. Hold on, I'm going to put this, Laura will do it. Good.
I'll be your Vanna White. Not exactly, but okay.
Look at that.
It goes at the bottom.
That is so awesome. I mean, talk about year-round production. As we know, goats do well in all sorts of weather as long as they can keep a draft off of them. And this curtain goes all the way around. It has on either side and the back. Love, love, love. Totally stealing this idea. And it has hooks on the back so you can hang water in feed buckets. So,
what's the curtain made of?
It's a canvas. We think it's a sailcloth. So it's probably not, it's sort of, I bet it's water resistant, sort of dots up and comes down. Laurel, are you still stealing this idea too?
Yeah, I've been using black plastic that's made for ponds.
Okay. Heavy duty, definitely.
It's very heavy.
But yeah, it has the grommets in it, and it's just little carabiners that attach it all to eye hooks. And I took detailed photos of this too that I can put together with basically a plan for anybody that is interested. Really cool. So, again, I was going to say, Desi, I love Desi. I mean, typical San Clemente colors, except for those boots and that really cool belt. And you can see at 4 how big his horns already are and the spread they're starting to get. And let me get more eye level.
he's under 4 feet at the tip of his horns down. I'm going to guess he's probably about, against the poultry, using the poultry netting, I'm going to guess he's probably about 30 inches at the withers. So, and the girls are very similar in height. I won't guess weight because I'm really bad at that. That's why I own a vet scale. Any other comments, thoughts? Things I should do differently when I build this tractor? I'm thinking we're going to put, Laura and I agreed, tires maybe on one end.
Yeah. Or just where you could put an axle underneath it. Or actually Ken was saying if you had like a hydraulic thing, you could sort of...
Oh, that's true. Oh, that would work well too. I love brainstorming. We are so good at that, guys. It's how yeah.
By the end of the day, we're going to have the perfect shelter.
Yeah, that's true.
Or not, but we are getting closer.
Next joint fundraiser, we'll be selling plans to this for $5. No. If you think the two associations could make money on that, we will do that. No. So, anyway, do we want to do the last pen, or do you think?
To ask people on there, I think.
She has one more pen with a buck and a pear. Does anybody want to see that, or is this good?
I don't mind seeing it. I love Laura's farm.
I know. Okay, hold on. We'll do that. One more view of those Blue Ridge. Goats in those mountains. I could do this. Oh, I do this every day.
Oh, right. I do this.
I prefer to do it here at Laura's, but, I do. Other people.
Much better. You don't see their weeds and they're falling apart.
No, Laura has the most beautiful colonial house compared to our little, 1989 Rambler. All right. So we'll go down and we'll see Midas and his 2 girls. The great thing is in Midas's paddock, you'll see the first version of the tractor. And so you can see sort of the evolution of how she started and built upon it and improved each time, which I love. Because I don't know about you guys, but we are always looking to improve our housing and portability. Goats can be tough on housing, so. And while we take the walk down here, everybody pull out their calendar and make sure you mark this Saturday next year for Goat-Palooza 3rd annual so that you're here in Charlottesville with us. Laura has a cottage with a Murphy bed. So whoever gets a hold of her first gets it.
How long has it been there?
I've been at the farm for, I brought it in March of last year. Everything was running and house done and all the animals there, new barn door.
Very friendly. He is very friendly. So the upside of Midas is that he's very friendly and he's smaller. So my 1.5-year-old first-time girl is in here, and then my girl who has a orthopedic problem with her hip and just needs to have smaller babies. And his name is Midas. He is Finnegan's dad. Anybody else want to come in? And he loves his job. Mm-hmm.
And who is where's he from? Who's he out of the farm?
He was born here, but he came from the Couches, was where his dad came from. And actually where Lily came from as well, the one who's rubbing her head on the tree. And then Buttercup was born here. And Midas is my one who's got the little cowhawks, which, we've talked about as being a positive thing for some feral animals when they're navigating. but then obviously you don't want it to get too bad. I noticed his son does not have it. And so I may be moving on towards him. I love his hair. I love so much about Midas, but I don't want to lose him. I mean, just because of his slight Palha.
Well, and I think Laura brings up a great point that's true both with Arapahoas and San Clemente's. We're working with feral goats. They're unimproved, and, what traits do you improve upon? What traits do you keep to ensure not only that you're keeping the maximum genetic diversity, but also the true nature of the goat? And I'm going to point out, we were talking earlier here how much so many of us love this long hair in the front, the shaggy look. Exactly. So, I'm going to ask Yucca, do your goats eat it? No. Okay. No, they don't. Okay, Yucca is a safe plant. Prickly pear is not. There's prickly pear on San Clemente Island. I thought we'd be safe. I was wrong until I watched goats chomp mine down. I have a beautiful prickly pear garden that is now fenced out. I have yucca. Okay, and the other thing I'm going to point out real quick is this is the first the first version of Laura's, I know, my wording today is of her three-sided shed. As you can see, it's just pallets tied together with a simple wood top, which works perfectly well. Not mobile, per se, or easily mobile, but you can see the improvements as the years have gone on. So, any questions, thoughts? Well, that's all we have here for our tour. So unless you guys have any other questions or comments, or I'm going to sign off, or I'll hand the phone over to whoever you want to chat with. It doesn't have to be me. As I said, first, thank you guys so much for being here. A huge thanks to Laura and Temple Hill Farm, and to the Riddicks of Chivalrous Family Farm for being here with our Arapahoas. We wish them luck in their moving and hopefully the quick sale of their house. And mark your calendar for next year. And think about, offering us a virtual tour of your farm next year. Maybe you want to milk for us, or show us how to trim hooves. There's lots of possibilities, and we'd love to see everybody else's goats. So that's all I have. Anybody else have anything?
Thank you, everybody.
Everybody. Do you guys want to wave? Bye. Thank you, Luke. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming. Take care. Oh, wait, hold on. There's one comment I missed. Oh, I want to see the other pen, too. Oh, that was from before I came down here. Thank you. Oh, okay. Well, take care, guys. Bye.